Remember cassette tapes? All that rewinding and fast-forwarding just to find your favorite song, only to be met with a symphony of crinkling plastic and questionable audio quality. That's kind of like traditional radio. DAB, on the other hand, is like your favorite music streaming app, sleek, full-featured, and with enough stations to satisfy even the pickiest audiophile. But what exactly is DAB? What's its history? How does it work? And why does it matter? Watch further to find out. Welcome to Value Bytes podcast. Don't be shy and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it will keep us motivated to bring you new, exciting material. What's in it for you? You won't lose any future episode and, who knows, you might end up a little smarter after watching a few. Its story isn't one of sudden appearance. It all began in the crackly world of analog radio during the 1980s. Back then, a group of brainiacs in Europe, tired of static interruptions and limited stations, embarked on a quest for a better way to listen. They called themselves the Eureka 147 Council, because nothing says cutting-edge technology like a name that sounds like a forgotten chapter from a medieval alchemy textbook. Their mission? To create a radio system that would make FM look like a relic from the Stone Age, and thus, DAB was born. Eureka 147 wasn't some government conspiracy to control your tunes. It was a collaborative effort by countries like the UK, Germany, and France. They envisioned a radio experience that mirrored the clarity of CDs, the efficiency of digital data, and the freedom of choice offered by cable TV. In the year 1985, the first DAB demos took place at the WRC Orb in Geneva. Picture this: lab-coated scientists huddled around a glowing crystal ball. Fine, it was probably a computer screen, chanting incantations like ALAC Plus and MP2. The air crackled with anticipation as they transmitted digital signals through the ether. And lo, the radio waves danced a merry jig. Fast forward to the 90s. Consumer-grade DAB receivers hit the market, and people rejoiced. Finally, a way to listen to radio without the hissy static of FM. But here's the twist. Everyone expected existing FM services to switch over to DAB, like eager puppies chasing a tennis ball. Alas, reality slapped them like a wet fish. The adoption of DAB was slower than a sloth on a Sunday morning. In a dramatic turn of events, Norway became the first country to pull the plug on FM radio. Yes, they switched it off like a light bulb after a long day. Other nations watched, wide-eyed, as Norway danced to the digital beat. Meanwhile, DAB became the cool kid at the radio party in countries like Switzerland and the UK. So how does this digital revolution work under the hood? Ditch the mental image of radio waves. DAB is all about sending audio as data packets, ones and zeros zipping through the air like digital butterflies. This means no more wrestling with the tuning dial or enduring static interruptions during your morning commute. It's like upgrading from a payphone with a temperamental cord to a video call with your bestie across the globe. But those data packets need a fancy car to ride in. Enter MPEG audio codecs. These are like tiny digital suitcases that efficiently compress the audio signal, squeezing more stations into the same amount of space on the radio spectrum. Imagine fitting your entire CD collection onto a single flash drive. That's the magic of MPEG codecs. Now, how does this data get to your radio? DAB uses two main highways: terrestrial networks, think fancy radio towers, and satellites, those high-tech space potatoes orbiting Earth. This wider coverage area means you can blast your tunes from the mountains to the beach without a single hitch in reception. DAB isn't just about avoiding static, it's a buffet of audio options. Unlike traditional radio's limited selection, DAB offers a smorgasbord of stations catering to every musical taste bud. From Mongolian throat singing, yes, it's a thing, to the latest K-pop hits, DAB has a station for every audio adventurer. Speaking of adventures, DAB is setting sail across the globe. Countries like the UK, Germany, Australia, and Norway are already rocking the digital radio waves. It's like having a global jukebox at your fingertips, ready to pump out your favorite tunes no matter where you roam. So is DAB the undisputed champion? Well, that depends on who you ask. Traditional radio holds a certain nostalgic charm, like a well-worn pair of jeans, comfy and familiar. But for those who crave crystal-clear sound, diverse stations, and fancy features like scrolling program guides and song info, DAB is the clear winner. Ultimately, the choice is yours. But DAB is undoubtedly the future of radio, blasting into the digital age with a funky, fresh beat. So, ditch the cassette tapes and rotary phones. DAB is here to stay, and it's ready to turn up the volume on your radio experience.